So this is one pathway that many people follow, and many people are still waiting on them. Currently, because of the pandemic, the ORE exam has been cancelled. Dental exams basically have been cancelled, and that's why I'm sharing this video, because I want to share with you other dental pathways that you can take. If you're in the UK and you're feeling stuck, all hope is not lost. I'll share with you other pathways and things that you can be doing in the meantime as a means to an end, or if you decide to build your career through this means. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Laju and I share videos on lifestyle and career tips for health workers moving and living in the UK. If you're new here, you are highly welcome. I promise you are in for a ride. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with me. I love you guys. I really appreciate you. Today, I'll be sharing with you guys my immigration journey to the UK as a dentist. Not so much about my journey since I'm still on this journey, but I'll be sharing with you pathways for dentists looking to move and work in the UK. I'm excited to announce that this video is sponsored by TrueLink. TrueLink is a peer-to-peer platform that helps immigrant medical graduates transition easily into the UK. They provide access to important and useful information all in one place. You can find information on NHS career pathways and connect with other UK-based IMGs. This is the first of its kind home away from home for IMGs, and I'm really excited to be working with them on this project and future projects. They have also partnered with a number of service providers and content providers to give you the best tailored content. I'll be putting their details in my description box. Please make sure you check it out. They also have a webinar coming up in February 6th, I believe. I'll be putting all the details in my description box. Please check it out and be part of this great opportunity for IMGs in the UK. Before I start, I would like to give this disclaimer that I am in no way an immigration expert. Neither am I a dental advisor. I'm just sharing this based on personal experience and some research that I have done. You can do your own research too and let me know what you find out in the comments. Also, I am aware that the Home Office has removed dentists, dental practitioners, dental assistants from the shortage occupation list. So currently, it's pretty difficult finding an employer willing to sponsor you for your visa to the UK to work, compared to other medical professions whereby they find employment and their employer sponsors them to the UK. For dentists outside the UK, this opportunity is no longer available at the moment. I don't understand the politics behind this and I will not pretend to. So basically, this video will be of benefit to those already in the UK or those planning to move to their families through other means that does not require employment as a dentist. I will start this video with the most common pathway and the most sought after pathway, which is the Overseas Registration Examination for dentists. This examination is organized by the GDC and you can find more details on the website of the General Dental Council UK. The ORE is in two parts. Part 1, which is the theoretical part, which consists of applied dental sciences, clinical dentistry, law and ethics, health and safety. While the part 2 is the practical part, which is more intense. The exam is for 3 days. It involves a diagnosis and treatment planning station. It involves OSCE stations, medical emergencies, and dental mannequin, basically operative test on dental mannequin. And you will need to go for courses for this. Before taking this exam, you need to find out if you're eligible for it. And one of the things that you must have is at least 1,600 hours of work. So if you are still in school or done from school and you're planning to move to the UK to work as a dentist, make sure you gather at least 1,600 hours of work. I also recall that I had to have my BDS degree certified by UK NARI. So you need to make sure your school is listed as among the schools recognized by the GDC. You have to make sure you do like an equivalent to find out if your degree is equivalent to what they have in the UK. You need to have your English proficiency. So you have to do IELTS and make sure you score above 7, the average of get an average of 7. You need to also provide clinical references. For more details, please go ahead and check the GDC website. It's very detailed. The cost and everything is available on the website. And you should be aware that booking the ORE exam is very competitive because there's a limited amount of candidates that can write the exam. In less than a second, the booking slots can be gone and then you have to wait over and over. So if you pass part 1, you have 5 years to pass part 2. And within that time, you need to make sure that you're preparing yourself. And also, you're saving up for the exam because the exam is almost 3,2929. And while you're booking, that's where the tricky part comes in. You need to have really good internet to be able to book this exam. So this is one pathway that many people follow and many people are still waiting on them. Currently, because of the pandemic, the ORE exam has been cancelled. Dental exams basically have been cancelled. And that's why I'm sharing this video, because I want to share with you other dental pathways that you can take. If you're in the UK and you're feeling stuck, all hope is not lost. I'll share with you other pathways and things that you can be doing in the meantime as a means to an end, or if you decide to build your career through this means. The other pathway is the LDS pathway, which is License in Dental Surgery pathway. It's similar to ORE, but it's not the same, because in this case, you are awarded a degree, sort of. But with the LDS, the exam is coordinated by the Faculty of Dental Surgery, Royal College of Surgeons. So you are given an award, basically. If you pass the exams, you're also eligible to register with the General Dental Council and work in the UK. So it's like an added bonus. You now have this added degree or added title to your name, like Laju, XYZ, BDS, LDS, that kind of thing. So it's an added advantage for you. The exam is also similar to ORE, consists of part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is also the theoretical part. Also, they have very limited candidates, even less than ORE, I believe. And then part 2 also is the practical part, which is a bit different. There are some similarities, but there are also a lot of differences. So you need to go on the website of the Royal College of Surgeons of England to find out more details about the LDS exam. Like I said, it's also very competitive. Now, the booking for the LDS is a bit different because recently they upgraded their booking system. So instead of the first come, first serve basis like the ORE, where you try to book and you get frustrated over and over again. So many people are frustrated with the system. I am. The LDS offers a ballot system. So they started this, I think, 2 years ago or last year. Sometime last year before the pandemic. Yeah, sometime in 2019, whereby when you book, you have no guarantee of being selected. A ballot system is going to take place after about 5 days. And if you are lucky, you get picked. So I'm not sure if this is better than the ORE system, but yeah, basically there's this general vibe that you get from dentistry in the UK for overseas dentists. It's almost like you are wanted, but you are not needed. So yes, right now exams are not taking place and everything has been shut down and no one knows when exams will start again. But pending that time, I'll share with you other pathways that you can take while you wait for the ORE LDS exam and you prepare for them. Now, the third pathway is the dental hygienist or therapist pathway. Now, for this pathway, it's not very common, but it recently became popular among overseas trained dentists because of the cancellation of the ORE and LDS exams. I'll try as much as possible to break it down for you, and I'll try to put the details in my description box. Please do check out my description box for more details. Now, like I said earlier in the video, I'm not a dental advisor or advisor. I'm just sharing personal experiences. Now, for the dental hygienist, you do not require any exams. Another perk about the hygienist or therapist route is that the pay is very good, the working hours are flexible, and it exposes you to the dental environment while you prepare to become a dentist in the UK. Also, you can decide to build your career as a dental hygienist or therapist. So I'll briefly talk about how you can get registered as a dental hygienist or therapist in the UK. Now, you need to go to the GDC website and follow this link, and then you click route to register. You would answer the questions. There's like a pro forma questionnaire that comes out, and then you fill it, you answer the questions, and after you submit, they will tell you that they'll get back to you within 10 working days. But usually it doesn't take that long. Mine took about one day or 1 to 2 days thereabout, and I got the response. So when they respond to you, they send you a couple of things that you should know. They send you like 4 or 5 forms that you should fill. Now, these forms, the most daunting of this form is the learning outcomes form. It's a form that it requires lots of information. It's very detailed. They want to know, they want to know that you have some basic knowledge and some advanced knowledge on certain things. So for this form, they want you to prove that you have read some things or you have experienced or done some things. So you need to have your school syllabus for this form. You need to get your school curriculum, or syllabus, whatever it is called on your end. You get your school syllabus so that it will help you to be able to fill this form. Also, because of this form, you need to take some online courses, lots of CPDs actually. Like, the form will require you to sit down, take your time, you read lots of CPD courses. Now, this is good because you are also still developing yourself. There are so many courses, from clinical governance courses, law and ethics courses. You're going to be reading lots of courses and, lots of CPDs. You also have to take an immediate life support course that was recently added as one of their requirements, and you have to fill all this in the boxes and show proof. So if you are referring to something that you did in school, you have to put it, this is from the certain page from your syllabus they are referring to. So if there is like a topic on dental anatomy, head, neck, and jaw, you have to show them what part of your syllabus, the page in your syllabus where you learned about head and neck, anatomy of head and neck, something like that. If it is something about law and ethics, you have to show them the CPD. So you refer to the CPD or website where you got this from. If it is something more clinical, something hands-on, like administration of local anesthesia, probably you have your reference mentioned. That your references have to be very specific. You can't just have them saying things like, oh, she's hardworking and she's punctual. Nobody cares about that. So your references have to be specific based on the learning outcomes learning outcomes form, they need to state that, you know, you can administer this, they've seen you do this, they've supervised you do that, you know, they know that you can, you know, you can do your scaling and your polishing, you can do subgingival, you know how to use the different methods of cleaning. You know, your references have to be very specific. Now, whether you are doing the therapist or hygienist, it all depends on you. You should also check out your scope of practice, because the scope of practice of both of them, they are pretty similar, but they have a few differences. You need to also read this and mention it in one of the boxes that you have read the scope of practice and you are aware of what is expected of you as a hygienist or a therapist. So the form is very detailed. Like I said, it's very daunting, and it may take you about 2 to 3 months to actually read all these courses and fill out this form very well, because it depends on how fast you read and how you pace yourself. For myself, I gave myself a goal of about 1 month, but it wasn't very realistic because obviously I didn't cover a lot of topics and my application was rejected the first time. So I had to, you know, go back and read more and then submit again before my application was accepted. So you need to really take your time and read all these courses. I didn't use an agent, but so many people use agents. For me, I felt like it was English and I could just understand what they wanted. But using agents is actually recommended if you think you need help with it. Like I said, I'm not an agent. I only try to figure these things out myself, and I was very fortunate to be successful in my application. They would also require you to prove your English language proficiency. I do recall that my IELTS certificate expired 2 months before I submitted my application, and I was really reluctant to write the exam again because I feel, you know, English, we speak English all the time, but I still had to take it. So this delayed my application because last year there was a lockdown. There was no way to write any English exams, and it really delayed my application for a couple of months until the IELTS exam resumed again. So I was able to take the IELTS exam and then apply. Also, you'll be required to provide a character reference, clinical references, and a certificate of good standing from your regulatory body or maybe your school. And lastly, for the final option, or rather the third option, because it's not your final option, you can decide to go to school or do other things. So for the third option, you have the dental nursing option, which is the least favorite option among dentists. Now, the reason for this is because the payment is not commensurate with the working hours and the amount of work, the type of work that you do. So a lot of people do not really prefer this option. Also, you have to weigh your risk and, you know, the benefits of it. The benefits being that, you know, you are exposed to the dental environment in the UK. You get to work with dentists firsthand, and it prepares you for the work ahead. Now, the downside to this is that, like I said, the payment is not commensurate with the work. So basically, if you're a family man or woman, you really have to consider if this option, if you can make it work, you know, if you have someone that can take care of your children and, you know, put those things into consideration before you go for this particular option. Personally, I don't know a lot about this option, but I did a little research on my own, and I found out that you have to go through agents. That's one of the ways you can get into the dental nursing training program. So you can either go through agencies, you can also go through recruitment websites. They may just be looking for dental nurses or dental training nurses. So you can apply through them and then they'll put you through the process. There's also a fee involved when you start the program. For the dental nurses, the NEBDN, that's the National Examining Board for Dental Nurses, they have some requirements that they expect you to meet before you can take the exam. So you have to be a dental nurse trainee for about 1 year to 18 months or a dental apprentice, depending on the route through which you enter. So that's it from me to you. I hope you found this video very helpful. Please go ahead and like my video. Also, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and feel free to share. You never know, someone may need this video and find it very helpful. So like I mentioned earlier, this video is sponsored by TrueLink. So please check out their details in my description box. Also, register for their upcoming webinar. I believe that this will be very useful and helpful to many IMGs in the UK and those planning to move to the UK. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.